referee calls for the bell, and we are underway. And Graham immediately bailing to the outside. This is indeed Gary Graham's WFC debut, and he is not wanting to, well, physically engage with his opponent, at least not right yet. Graham taking his time, and, well, I think despite Mr. Graham's protests, the rest of the WFC faithful that are here would disagree with the assessment that Gary Graham is not a chicken. Devion and Graham circling around each other as Graham tries to calm the crowd down. There's the collar and elbow tie-up, and Devion quick behind with the hammer lock. But Graham forcing Devion back into the corner, and Graham with the clean break. And Graham protesting that there has been a hair pull, as I have been joined now at the broadcast position by the Kingpin Mike Isles.
Why did they start the show without me, Burnham?
Well, you couldn't be found.
Wow.
I don't know how they could miss you, but they couldn't find you.
I was in my private dressing room. I had a phone call, checking on my my bets for the Kentucky Derby and other horse races. I apologize that I did not hear my call.
Okay. Well, I know that you're very familiar with one of the two individuals here in the ring.
I don't know that referee at all. What's his name?
I said his name is Colton Philpott, and that's not the one I was referring to. But
you're referring to, of course, Gary Roosevelt Graham.
Yes.
Better known as White Trash. Yeah, I am very familiar with Gary Graham. He's a few fries short of a Happy Meal.
I think he's not even got the box of the Happy Meal right now.
But I will say he's very technically sound.
As he displays that right there by biting the fingers of Devion, who is the technician. Devion.
Well, okay. I get what you're saying here. I do. I will tell you that Gary Graham I've known for as long as I've been in wrestling, so almost 20 years. He is technically sound. He's also, like I said, a few fries short of a Happy Meal. He's crazy. You know, some of these guys, they have on their tights, they'll have their name or their last name, their first name, their nickname, whatever. He literally had a pair of tights at one point that on the back of them, it just said pro wrestler. So, like I said,
self-awareness.
Just a little screwy in the head, and he's but I will say he's a tough customer nonetheless.
Absolutely, 100%. A long, lengthy line of championships to his name, and of course he's competed on a national level, and he's certainly going to present the challenge and has been presenting the challenge here to Devion Black. But Black has been meeting up to the challenge as Graham now moves around to the side headlock, standing side headlock.
Well, there for a while, Gary Graham thought he was a dog.
Yes.
His brother, his brother Cerebus, was his tag team partner, and they ran roughshod all around. Well, Arkansas, Tennessee, Mississippi, Oklahoma, and so forth. But I'll tell you what, that Devion, man, I've been very impressed with what I've seen in his. I believe it's his first year. Am I right?
This is his first year competing. About to wrap up that up. Yes. And he's a very strong competitor here coming out of the Paris, Texas region. He lives down in Durant, Oklahoma. Nice pop-up drop kick there.
That was good.
And Devion quick for the cover. Referee just a bit out of position there. That might have been 3 if he'd been closer.
Well, I did notice that Devion did hook the leg, so that's always been something. You and I have been doing this a long time. That's something that it's just wears me out when I see, especially young wrestlers. They just go for the cover, no hook of the leg. He actually had both legs at one point, so he's doing the right things. And like you said, he's actually in his about to finish up his first year, so he's actually, I guess, a front runner for Rookie of the Year.
He could be, yes. As Graham runs Devion's head straight into that corner post and finds that to be effective. Going to take it around to the second. Will he continue on? No. Just putting the foot right across the throat of Devion Black.
Well, he's got a count of 5. He broke it at 4. So, like I said, this guy, like I said, I've known him 20 years. He's been wrestling obviously longer than that. So definitely a veteran that knows what he's doing, can use and there you go, just a couple of neck twists, and right to the mush.
And Graham now.
Now that was kind of that cover was a little bodacious.
Is that the right word?
Braggadocious.
Okay. That's a better word.
Is that better? Okay.
That's better.
I'm a little rusty.
Graham now with the rear waist lock, a move you don't typically see very often, and Black fighting up from it, breaking it off with those elbow shots, and a leaping crossbody, but look at the power of Gary Graham
right to the
catching him and into that side backbreaker indeed. And now wrenching back on Black.
Not quite a camel clutch, but kind of the same effects.
And Graham, of course, very aware of the referee's presence as he was pushing those fingers into the nose and the eyes. And the WFC faithful here trying to come alive, trying to give Devion Black that power, that energy that he needs to get himself back in this match.
Fans don't like Gary Graham. What a shock there, right?
Yeah. Well, we remember times when the fans were definitely on Gary Graham's side. One of the earliest times that I remember seeing Gary Graham, there was a big contingent of fans at the Bells Amusement Park that were absolutely in support of it. But that was a long time ago.
He wasn't white trash then.
No, he was not.
He was sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams,
then.
Gary Graham. Yes.
All right. Well, he's got him in the corner and just pulling him out, and the referee's letting a little bit go because he really could have had Gary Graham step back.
Well, I think Colton might be a little bit intimidated by some of these shenanigans that Gary Graham puts forward, but right now he's got Black in what I'm assuming here is a sleeper.
It's got sleeper looking like it there.
Black trying to
that
fight
was
his way down.
That was good for Devion to actually go down because if he's up in that sleeper, he really can't get those elbows. Nice back flip there.
Lands on his feet, backs to the corner, and gets the foot up as Graham charges in. Black now out of the corner with that running forearm.
And he lands on his feet.
And again,
kid's like a cat.
He's extremely agile and very, very precise. He knows those ropes, as he shows right there.
With the hook. No, didn't get him though.
But did catch Graham off a small package.
Oh, there it is.
And could it be?
Oh,
no.
Man.
Only good for two.
Is this an upset if it's going to be?
It would have to be considered that way. And again,
39 years. 39 years to the day of Kerry Von Erich using this backslide to win the NWA title. Devion almost got the 3 here.
Could this be it here for Black? No. Man. That's 4 2 counts in the span of less than a minute. Black has got to keep that pressure on. He's got Gary rolling. He's got him on the ropes.
Actually, I did the math wrong. It was 49 years ago today. My bad.
And Graham sweeps it and puts the feet on the ropes.
Well, I said he's a veteran. He outthunk it.
As you say, Gary Graham, the veteran, and he certainly pulled the vet card there as he did completely outthink Devion, technician Devion. Devion Black certainly was pushing hard. He had Gary Graham on the ropes. No pun intended here, but he had Gary Graham having to pull everything out that he could, which included some of the tactics that, well, I know you enjoy, and most of the WFC faithful are upset, including Granny Hulkster, upset in this situation.
Well, Granny Hulkster's upset because she's late for her medication, but, I said earlier at the very beginning when I first sat down, and I said Gary Graham is a veteran. He knows his way around the ring. He'll use the ring to his advantage. That's exactly what he did, Burnham. You've got a rookie in the ring that he was facing, and the referee is kind of new to the game as well, and it's a learning experience for Devion as well to try to outwit. It was a good match. Devion Black has nothing to be ashamed of.
No, not at all. He faced a competitor with an extreme experience advantage over him.
Yeah.
And
Gary Graham giving the fans the what's for.
Yeah.